Hello. Welcome to another reading. Today we're gonna do what is the truth about your relationship with this person. So this can be anyone. There's no pick a pile today. It's just gonna be, if you feel called to watch this, then you just feel like there's someone or some situation with someone that you're just a little confused about and you just feel like you're not really sure, then this is probably the reading for you. Because it is a general reading, just be aware that not every single message may resonate with you, okay? Maybe some stuff is for you and some stuff is not. So alright, but let's just get straight into it. I'm going to do oracle cards first, and then tarot as needed. So this is my, this is the Crystal Angels Oracle deck. So we have watermelon tourmaline. And it says stress reduction. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. Okay. So maybe you've been feeling like you need a break from things. Or maybe both of you and this person both feel like you just need a break. Maybe this break could be from each other, if you're not together, or maybe you just have a lot going on, with work. Maybe if you have kids, there's just a lot. They have a lot of events and things coming up. Maybe holidays. Maybe you're moving, I heard, and that's a whole thing. And it's just stressing you out, but there's definitely a need for some relaxation, okay? Take a little spa day, have some time to yourself, let this person have some time for themselves, okay? Let's see, let's get one more. Just to see the overall energy between the two of you. It's a very calm day today, so I just need one. Thank you. Okay. Oh, this actually came out before, I think. Okay, so we have aquamarine. I'm not really sure if you can see because it's holographic. But it says divine life purpose. Trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. Oh, wow. Okay. So if you're feeling like you're being called to rest, do the resting, because you're gonna need your energy when this when it's time for you to move. Whenever your inner guidance is okay, there's new things that you need to do, especially within this relationship and or these people, this person that you're inquiring about here. Sorry, let me just read it again. Trust the signs and your inner guidance. Yeah, so if you've just been feeling, I feel like this is just kind of confirmation about this reading in general. You're feeling like you need the truth, and I feel like maybe your inner clock is hey, we need to figure something out, and maybe this is just the first thing that you want to do before you actually have a conversation or something with this person. So all right, let's see their energy. Okay, any messages that they have for you that they just haven't told you for some reason, that they want to tell you, and or even if they don't want to tell you, but something that you just need to know. What is this energy of this other person? Any messages that they have for my viewer? Okay, we have make the effort. This love is worth taking risks. You are called to move forward. And you are enough. The person you are meant to be with will love you the way you are. You don't need to change. Okay. So maybe you don't think that you are enough for whatever reason that may be. Maybe you just like struggle a little bit with like self-confidence and things like that, and it doesn't have to just be involving this person, but if you guys are together, they probably see that more often, or at least like when you hang out and things like that, even if you aren't together. But maybe you do lack a little bit of confidence like in yourself, especially when it comes to this relationship, so it makes you not put in enough effort because you're kind of like, I don't really deserve this, so you kind of self-sabotage, you know. I feel like this could go two ways. You could either be self-sabotaging because you think you're not enough, or you could be overdoing it a little bit with the effort, which I know sounds crazy, but it's like if you I want to say clingy, but like I don't think that that's the right word. It's not that you can be clingy, it's just that you get super paranoid that you're not doing enough, and then you kind of just like hover a lot. Like you're always just like checking in on them and whatever, and like maybe they're just the kind of person that's just like, I like a little bit of breathing room, you know, like you're not my mom or my dad, like you don't need to like, we don't need to be constantly 24/7 not even just like talking, but like, I know this sounds like crazy, it's just like, you know, when someone tries too hard to help with a situation and it's just like you just want to do it by yourself, like you're like, I'm good, like I genuinely know what I'm doing, I really don't need, if I need help I'll ask you, kind of thing. And it's like sometimes it gets to the point where it's like now they're kind of like slowing you down because they just keep asking you like constantly questions, or they keep trying to like move things around in the kitchen when you're trying to cook, and you're like, oh my god, I have a certain way that I do my things, like can you please get out the kitchen? You know, like that's what I'm thinking of. So it could be either one. Use your discernment. Like if you feel like you overly do that, like, and you like ask them for things and you like are always trying to be super helpful in different ways so that like it seems like you are overexerting yourself so that you can feel like you're enough, then that one's for you. And then if you feel like you don't do enough because you're just like, well, I don't really deserve this person anyway, so like I'm not even gonna really try to make the effort because they don't, like, why would they want me, you know? Like if you guys aren't together, like why would they want me? So it's kind of like, well, I'm not even gonna try because I know that they don't want me. But it's like, you don't know that. You know, like, so use your discernment for which one that is. But those are the two energies that I'm getting from like those cards. And it might be stressing them out, or it might be stressing you out because you're like doing too much and or doing too little. Like maybe this person's getting stressed out because they're like, well, I don't even think that this person likes me because they're not, like, they don't do enough. But meanwhile, it's like you want them, or you want to talk to them or hang out with them or be their friend, whatever, but you just don't think that you're worthy. And it's like, you are worthy, babe. You're worthy of whoever and whatever you want. So keep that in mind. Okay. Let's see how else they're feeling. What lies beneath, any truths about this person, about this relationship with this person that my viewer's thinking of. Already knowing the tea. I feel like y'all know what's going on. Investigating. Interesting. Okay. I feel like y'all already know what's going on. I'm also feeling an energy of okay, I said paranoia before. There's some kind of energy of paranoia, whether it's you, whether it's this person. And so someone's doing a lot of investigating on the other person to like figure out like, oh, are they hanging out with anyone else? Are they talking to anyone else? What are their past relationships like? Are they friends with like people that I don't want to be friends with? Yada yada, right? They're doing a lot of investigating, whether it's on social media or they're just like asking around, or you're asking around, maybe somebody's asking around to like get the tea. And then also like when the person does get the tea, like they act like they don't know. That way they can like get more information. Because you know when like somebody starts telling you about something, instead of you being like, oh, I already heard, just be like, oh, what are you talking about? Because then you'll get like their side of the story kind of thing, and then you can kind of start piecing things together. Like, is someone lying? Is whatever. Like, it's giving that kind of energy. Like genuinely just trying to figure things out from everyone else rather than just talking specifically to each other. And maybe because of the lack of confidence, because of this lack of confidence, someone just doesn't want to just outright ask the other person or talk about it, because they're kind of scared that they're going to be like, well, I'm not into you, so like, what are we doing, you know? Let's get some tarot to see some truths about this relationship with this other person. Remember, not everything might resonate, so we have the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Very slow moving energy. But also having a sense of like knowing and understanding your own emotions. Maybe one of you needs to embody this King of Cups energy. Because the King of Cups, like, he gets it, okay? He understands the messages that come through with his inner guidance, which is funny because Aquamarine came out. Maybe you should carry around Aquamarine and Watermelon Tourmaline if you have. But anyway, Aquamarine came out and it was talking about trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. And I feel like the King of Cups is very aligned with his inner guidance. Like, he understands the messages that come through his subconscious to his conscious mind, and then he can take those and then take action based on that. He very, very, he's like very, very in tune with himself and his emotions. Even if the outside world seems a bit different than like what he's feeling, he always goes with like what he's feeling for the most part. And the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight. Like, the Knight of Pentacles is like, I have a plan, I know what I want to do, but slow and steady sometimes wins the race. Like, I need to make sure that things are perfect. I need to make sure that I'm prepared, that I am fulfilled before I reach my goal. Like, to get to my goal, I should say. Maybe someone needs to move slower. Maybe someone wants the other person to move slower. Because if you're the person that's like overly exerting yourself in the relationship to like compensate for you not being enough, quote unquote. And I'm going to keep saying quotes for that because you are enough. But, you know, if that's like how your thought process is, then just so you understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, like maybe the other person is like, hey, slow your roll. And maybe this is you that feels like you want the other person to go slow because maybe they're doing that to you. And it kind of feels like love bombing almost. And you're like, bro, this is like annoying. Like, please. I just, you know, you gotta let people be independent, but like you can still be together. You don't need to like depend on each other necessarily. Like you don't need to be codependent, I should say. Obviously, in relationships, like you're gonna depend on each other like for certain things, but you know what I mean. Yeah, there's definitely a lot here about listening to your inner voice, which I'm assuming that that's more towards you, given you're the one watching this. But also maybe like someone feels a certain way and they're just so slow to actually like say it and like put action into it. So if you're feeling like this other person does not make enough effort, you feel like they don't make enough effort for you, and it makes you think like maybe I'm just not enough for them. That might not be the case. It might just be that they're just not very good at, not even that they're not very good. It might just be that they're very slow with actually showing their emotions because they need to fully understand their emotions themselves first before they just like bring other people into the mix, if that makes sense. Like they need time to decipher their thoughts about things. And it's not just you, like about relationships with people, about like jobs, about what they plan to do for the week, like anything. Like because they're so emotionally in tune, they need to make sure that they have a good understanding of what's going on in their inner world before they actually express that on the outside. So that could also be the case here. Like that could be the thing. Interesting. And if you feel like that's you, and they might not feel like they're enough because they feel like you're not making the effort, but it's like, it's not that you're not making effort, you're just like slow. Like you just need to make sure that this is exactly what you want, and like this just feels right. Interesting. Let's keep going. Let's get some more truths about this relationship. Spirit, thank you. Okay, we have creativity. I'll put this over here because I'm only going to do the one. I think that whoever is this King of Cups energy has a very creative mind. And like, I don't know. It's like giving like just a lot of downloads, a lot of information that they have to like go through for them to like really understand what's going on. So it I don't know, it just like takes them longer, and or you, like one of y'all or both of you even, but like that is just like something that like you have to understand about this person, or they need to understand about you. Because like being creative, like that means that you're just like intaking a lot of information always in your mind, and it's just a lot to sift through, basically. So this other person just should like not get discouraged, or you shouldn't get discouraged. Let's pull some romance cards. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay, so it is interesting because there is a lot about like making an effort. So, okay, maybe even if you are slow and you really like to like make sure that things are perfect before you do it, like don't overindulge in that, you know? Like don't miss the opportunity because you're too busy planning so much, you know? Because that could mess you up and you could miss what you want. And then for some of y'all, it's just like giving, like, you're just stressed out and you just need, maybe you like took a moment, like you were like, okay, we need to like kind of take a break. And maybe you like pulled away instead of letting them know, like, this is what's going on. I'm feeling this way. I'm tired. I'm stressed out. I got a lot going on. Can you just bear with me, you know? Like maybe y'all like didn't really have a conversation about it, or like one of you pulled away, and it's not necessarily that, like, I'm not seeing any like non-interest necessarily. It's just the way that y'all go about things is like not the best. Like it's not direct enough. Like with the investigating and like the tea, like it's like y'all are always talking to everyone else or doing everything else instead of just like going to the source, aka this person, this relationship. And I feel like your inner voice or their inner voice or whatever is like saying like, just talk to them, like it'll be fine, just talk to them. And y'all just like don't do it. Which is fair, you know. It's hard sometimes having like these kinds of conversations with other people, but it's also like if you do plan to have a relationship with them, like you need to be able to talk to each other. Can we talk for a minute? Maybe listen to that song. Maybe there's a message in there. Can we talk? I don't know who sings it, but I'm pretty sure the song is called Can We Talk. But if you just like type it in like Spotify or something, I'm pretty sure it can like pick up your like the lyrics and then find the song. But yeah, there's probably a message in there for you. All right, we got getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So once again, interesting. It's just very like you need to be engaging with each other and not always other people or things. And don't hide yourself because you don't think that like you're good enough like how you are, because sometimes we can do that. Like if you put this other person on a pedestal, like if you guys are not dating and you, I mean even if you are, but if you put this other person on a pedestal and like you're like, they're so much better than me, and like not even better than you, that's not a good, but like you just feel like they're out of your league, for example. Like you just think, oh well, they have a better job than me and they're higher up and I don't know, they're really smart and they have a lot of friends and I don't have a lot of friends and it makes me feel like a little weird, like I don't know, like whatever the case may be, right? Don't dim yourself either because you think that like you're not good enough, because dimming yourself makes you seem like you're not putting in enough effort. But it's like you have to try and just like try like with how you are. People like you how you are. Like calm down, please. We also have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I mean, once again, there's a lot about making an effort here. Make the effort, give your relationship a chance, express your love. Like there's a lot about and like work on the partnership. Like there's a lot about like taking risks, moving forward, trying, you know. You might have to like approach this relationship differently than you have been up until this point. This is like really pissing me off because I want these to be like next to each other because I'm crazy. Okay, that's better. But yeah, moving these two. Do the small cards on the top. Okay, anyway, sorry y'all. I'm like, something about this is driving me crazy. Okay. Alright, let's get some advice. What does your spirit team and Lady Aphrodite, what advice do they have for you? Look at what came out. Confidence. Oh my goodness. Pop out your confidence, babes, okay? I think the lack of confidence is really taking a toll on this relationship, because it's really making the other person feel like, or whoever needs the confidence, it's really making the other one of you feel like they're shitty or something. Like, it's like carrying over. That energy of not feeling enough is carrying over because of the lack of confidence. It's making them feel unconfident because they're like, well, I thought that they were into me, but I guess not. Or I thought that they wanted to be friends, but I guess not. Like, they don't really try. And it's like, it's not that one of y'all isn't trying. It's y'all literally struggling with that. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. So like, do what you need to do. I don't care if you need to like say affirmations in the mirror. You know that saying that's like, if you're sad, just pretend to be happy, and then like you'll start being happy eventually. Like, fake it till you make it. Do that if you need to. Like, because something has got to change, babes. Because I'm not getting anything feeling that this person is not into you. If like that's what you are watching this for, like, we're not getting anything that's like bad. I just feel like your confusion and your lack of confidence in thinking that this person could like you is like really fucking shit up. Because then you're not doing anything. And it's like, hello. You would know if you just spoke to them, but you're too scared. Thank you. Balance. Yeah, I think that you just like need to find some balance within your life, within like your emotions and actually what you do in reality. Back of the deck, we have strength. Like, you need to like have the strength to be like, okay, this is how I feel, and I need to say something about it, or I need to do something about it, or whatever. You know, you don't have to like be super crazy and just like be like, I want to marry you. Like, no, just be like, hey, I'm kind of interested in you, and I think you're fun and funny, and I want to hang out. Like, do you want to hang out with me? I actually watched this video yesterday, and it was talking about like cheat codes, and it was basically like, one of the things was, if you, let's say you have like a crush on like the librarian or something, if you like ask them questions that the answer is yes, it makes them more inclined to say yes to you, which I know sounds kind of crazy, but it was like, it's not necessarily manipulation or anything, because like, if they really don't want to hang out with you or something, like, they're gonna say no, but like but like, I don't know, it triggers something in their brain to like say yes to you more. So it was kind of like, you ask like not stupid questions, but they were like, oh, you know, is everybody always nice when they come in here? And they're like, yeah, you know, it's a library, so like whatever. And then he was like, oh, I can't remember the specific questions that he asked, but she kept saying yes. And then he was like, oh, like, would you want to like hang out sometime? And she was like, yeah, oh my God. And I was like, that's interesting. I haven't tried it myself, I'm not gonna lie. I just watched it yesterday. But maybe that'll help you. Maybe that'll help you give you confidence. So if you work with this person or you just like see them like often, maybe ask them something that you kind of already know the answer to, that you kind of already know that they're gonna say yes, and then just ask like a few more questions like that, and then be like, hey, so like, would you be interested in hanging out? Because I'm trying to get to know you. And I feel like they're trying to get to know you. If like, for those of you that like, you're not in the relationship already, express your love, babes. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Because I feel like y'all, there's a lot of investigating here instead of just like being direct, and it's making it worse. Find the creative way to do it. Okay, I hope that was clarifying at least a little bit in some kind of way. But thanks for being here. I will see you in the next reading. My Etsy shop will be open this week. I did say Monday originally, which is today, but it's been a busy weekend. So I'm gonna work on it today, but hopefully we'll get that up by the end of the week and or next week. It's already up, but I'm doing a shop update, so I'm gonna be selling other things. Like I said, spell jars, intention candles, so it's gonna be fun. But enjoy your day. Remember to have self-confidence, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.